Unfortunately, there are many cruel, inhuman, and ruthless people in our world. But we'd like to believe that there are many more kind people who are willing to help those in trouble. Winters in Russia are cold and severe. Last winter, the Chelyabinsk region was at the mercy of the elements for several days. In those places, they say that a good owner wouldn't even leave the dog out on the street in such weather. However, at least one pet did end up getting thrown out into the cold. Maxim Bigbayev was driving from Kusa to the nearest Petrovsky district in a snowstorm. He decided to visit his mother, who lived in the Aptryakova village. As he was entering the village, the man saw a dog on the side of the road. The animal was curled up, and all his fur was covered in ice and snow. Now, at first, Maxim even thought that the dog had frozen to death, but he suddenly raised his muzzle. The owners admitted that they were already looking for another family for the collie because their village house couldn't accommodate him. Sure, we understand that Russian villages don't have the best conditions for life, but the most important thing for a dog is to feel the love and care of its owners. The family was probably tired of the dog, so they were glad that he was gone. After all, they had to understand what would happen to their pet in such weather. Maxim got a hold of some volunteers, and they took the dog into their care. They held a fundraiser for the dog's treatment and raised all the funds they needed in just one day. The vets did their best to help the dog survive through the night. The animal was covered in blood. It had multiple wounds and bruises, and its fur was all tangled up. He's alive now, but no one knows what will happen tomorrow. We really hope that he will have it tomorrow. The dog is 10 years old, and he's in really bad condition, but hopefully he will survive. He should get to live out his life and experience warmth and love. Of course, he still has a long road to recovery, but the fact that he's already drinking and eating on his own is a good sign. However, he won't be getting back to his so-called owners. We've decided to name the poor fellow Max in honor of his savior, wrote Lucia Mohammed-Kanova, who was taking care of the dog. Now, Lucia made a video that shows her hand-feeding the dog while the animal has tears coming down his face. There's a support group next to his bed. Several other dogs who worry about their new friend and try to cheer him up. The veterinarians believe that Max should be fine, and so do we. We also hope that the poor dog will find a loving family soon.